Imagine a world where the glitz and glamour of Hollywood mask a labyrinth of dark secrets and shadowy connections. In the latest shocking revelations, Sean "Diddy" Combs, the legendary music mogul, has found himself at the center of a swirling storm of controversy, bringing names like Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, and Steve Harvey into the spotlight. Could Diddy's alleged final victim be the key to unraveling this web of secrets and exposing the truth behind these surprising links? Sean "Diddy" Combs, whose career spans over 3 decades, is a name synonymous with power and success in the entertainment world.
There has been negative propaganda put out about me that's not true.
Hanging out with? Are you hanging out with Diddy? What are you doing?
I mean, yeah. Popped out the town car with a camera. Said, yo, Puff, yo, you gotta let me film this. The whole thing, we need to document this, Playboy. He was like, party. And he got pissed at me. He said, yo, don't Playboy, don't play with me. You know I am, I'm Diddy, you know what I'm saying?
So Jamie Foxx suffered a very serious medical emergency that landed him in the hospital.
From his early days as a producer at Uptown Records to founding Bad Boy Records and launching the careers of icons like the notorious B.I.G., Diddy has solidified his legacy as a titan in music and business. His influence extends to fashion, beverages, and television, a true embodiment of the American dream. Yet, with great power comes great scrutiny. Over the years, Diddy has been no stranger to controversy, ranging from legal battles to allegations of questionable business practices. However, the latest expose thrusts his legacy into a new, shadowy light, one that intertwines his name with Hollywood's elite.
We have always said it is about the children. It's not just about me. Never just made it about me. I'm just the loudest one.
The allegations and their scope. The story takes a dramatic turn as a courageous individual steps into the spotlight, proclaiming themselves as Diddy's final victim. This whistleblower does more than recount personal experiences. They unravel a tapestry of allegations that stretch far beyond the boundaries of the music industry. According to their claims, Diddy's reach penetrates deep into the lives and careers of some of Hollywood's most illustrious figures, including Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, and Steve Harvey. These aren't mere chance encounters or professional collaborations. The whistleblower alleges that these relationships are carefully cultivated threads in a larger, more sinister web of influence.
Saw it posted yesterday all over our social media pages. Cassie filed a lawsuit in New York City against Diddy.
Yikes.
She's claiming she was stuck in a decade-long cycle of abuse.
They paint a chilling picture of a Hollywood that thrives, not just on fame and fortune, but also on hidden power dynamics and secret allegiances. As this narrative unfolds, it promises to reveal a darker, more unsettling dimension to the seemingly glamorous and interconnected world of entertainment. A world where behind-the-scenes machinations may hold the key to success, scandal, and control. These explosive allegations don't just cast a shadow on Diddy, but also shine a harsh light on the intricate power dynamics that shape Hollywood and the entertainment industry as a whole.
Took Sean "Diddy" Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs.
They suggest a far-reaching web of influence marked by manipulation, coercion, and meticulously calculated networking, all allegedly orchestrated to serve one purpose: elevating and protecting Diddy's interests.
And I remember, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but I felt like I was in the presence of his monster inside.
These explosive allegations don't just cast a shadow on Diddy, but also shine a harsh light on the intricate power dynamics that shape Hollywood and the entertainment industry as a whole. They suggest a far-reaching web of influence marked by manipulation, coercion, and meticulously calculated networking, all allegedly orchestrated to serve one purpose: elevating and protecting Diddy's interests. As the whistleblower's claims unfold, they unveil a startling portrayal of a man whose reach extends into the uppermost echelons of fame and power, circles often perceived as untouchable and immune to external control.
The issue is, it seems as though he wants to kind of exert power and dominance over people who don't really want it.
These revelations challenge long-held perceptions of Hollywood as merely a glamorous playground for the elite, instead exposing a darker reality where ambition and influence come at a chilling cost. The connection to Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore. Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore were once Hollywood's golden couple.
Any plans for Christmas?
So nice.
You did it last time.
It was just a joke last time. You can't take anything I do seriously.
Really?
I mean, I'm so young.
You are young and beautiful. Have a good night.
Coming to the after party tonight.
P. Diddy has been dealing with a lot of controversy last year, but now he's being blamed for Debbie Chase. Ashton Kutcher recently got a lot of hate for a resurfaced interview he did where he was talking about P. Diddy parties, saying they were the best parties of his life, but he couldn't talk about what he did. It's also been revealed P. Diddy required guests to sign NDAs saying they couldn't talk about what was going on at the parties until 20 years after he died.
Their marriage, which garnered significant media attention, was defined by an unconventional age gap and their respective star power. However, the whistleblower's allegations suggest that Diddy's ties to the duo were more than just casual acquaintanceship. During the early 2000s, Diddy and Ashton Kutcher reportedly moved in overlapping social circles, frequenting exclusive parties and networking events. These gatherings, often shrouded in secrecy, were said to be hubs for Hollywood's elite.
What are we gonna do?
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 What are we gonna do? It's all you! Knock 'em dead! It's all you! Knock 'em dead!
And in this lawsuit, he claims that essentially P. Diddy was the Epstein of the rap industry.
A place where power and influence were traded as casually as handshakes. While rubbing shoulders with Kutcher, Diddy allegedly became intertwined in the professional trajectory of Demi Moore. The whistleblower claims that Diddy played a behind-the-scenes role in some of Moore's career decisions during her marriage to Kutcher. This influence reportedly extended to securing her roles in high-profile projects, potentially altering the course of her career. While these claims remain speculative, they raise questions about the dynamics between Moore and Kutcher during their union. Could external pressures, including Diddy's alleged involvement, have contributed to the eventual breakdown of their marriage? These revelations, if true, offer a glimpse into the less visible forces at play in Hollywood relationships. Steve Harvey, a clash of titans. Steve Harvey, a titan in the entertainment industry with a career spanning stand-up comedy, talk shows, and best-selling self-help books, is a name synonymous with success and resilience. Yet, the whistleblower's startling claims suggest that even a powerhouse like Harvey may not have been beyond the reach of Diddy's alleged shadowy influence. The expose delves into a purported history of shared business dealings and mutual ventures between Diddy and Harvey, endeavors ostensibly designed to bolster their respective empires.
So you say today's indictment reads like a mob indictment. What was most shocking to you of all these allegations?
Yeah, the fact, Jake, that the government in this indictment presented evidence alleging that Sean Combs was running a criminal enterprise.
However, beneath the surface of this partnership, the whistleblower describes a turbulent dynamic, a power struggle that pitted the two icons against each other. According to the allegations, Diddy's aggressive and calculated tactics were aimed at asserting dominance, even at the expense of their professional relationship.
Well, if he really was filming everybody, I mean, he had a lot of people at those parties, right?
This alleged rivalry paints a vivid picture of Diddy as a figure driven by an unrelenting pursuit of power, willing to undermine alliances and burn bridges to maintain control.
With very, very serious and salacious allegations, including allegations that Combs had cameras throughout his home.
For Steve Harvey, who has long been seen as a paragon of hard work and integrity, these claims raise unsettling questions about the extent to which such shadowy forces operate behind the scenes, even among Hollywood's most prominent figures. The narrative reveals not just the fragility of alliances in the entertainment world, but also the lengths to which some will go to protect their reign. One particularly startling claim involves a dispute over control of media ventures. Harvey, known for his strong-willed personality, reportedly resisted Diddy's attempts to steer the narrative, leading to a tense standoff. While details of these confrontations remain scarce, they underscore the broader theme of Diddy's unyielding ambition, a trait that has defined his career but now casts a shadow over his legacy.
You know, I think in federal court and for these charges, they would say it's routine, but in the public realm, this is very significant, just from who we associate Diddy being and everything we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the downfall to go from, I mean, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go from living in those mansions to being in a jail cell.
A troubling pattern of alleged behavior, Beyond his alleged ties to Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, and Steve Harvey, the accusations against Diddy expose a deeply troubling pattern of manipulation and exploitation. According to the whistleblower, Diddy has consistently wielded his influence like a weapon, leveraging his connections and power to serve his own interests while leaving a trail of damaged relationships and compromised reputations in his wake. Whether through coercion, calculated alliances, or the ruthless pursuit of control, the narrative that emerges is one of a man who will stop at nothing to secure and maintain his position at the pinnacle of fame and fortune.
And a lot of the evidence, alleged evidence, that's been gathered in this case was from those 2 raids that were conducted on his personal homes in Miami and Los Angeles. And the indictment names the things seized that he allegedly made videos of these performances that have been named freak-offs.
These revelations have reignited a critical conversation about accountability within the entertainment industry, an arena where power often shields the guilty from meaningful consequences. For decades, powerful figures in Hollywood and beyond have been accused of misconduct, yet many continue to evade justice, their influence insulating them from public and legal scrutiny. The question now looms: will Diddy finally face the reckoning that many believe is long overdue? The scandal also casts a shadow on those connected to him. Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, and Steve Harvey, once celebrated as independent icons in their own right, now find their names entangled in a narrative of alleged exploitation and deceit. While they may not be directly accused of wrongdoing, their associations with Diddy risk reshaping public perception, forcing them to navigate the fallout from a controversy they may have never anticipated. As the story unfolds, it challenges not only the individuals involved, but also the very structure of an industry that so often prioritizes power over justice. The public reaction. As news of these explosive allegations spreads like wildfire, the public and media have been swept up in a storm of shock, outrage, and intense curiosity. Social media platforms are ablaze with speculation, as hashtags like #DiddyExposed and Crag Hollywood Secrets rapidly climb the trending lists. Fans, critics, and curious onlookers alike are scrutinizing every new piece of information, dissecting the validity of the claims, and debating the broader implications of what these revelations might mean for the entertainment industry at large. The online conversation has sparked fierce division, with Diddy's supporters rushing to his defense, highlighting his extensive philanthropic work and the undeniable mark he has left on music, fashion, and culture.
Hung the phone up, I went upstairs, I said, Marjorie down, I said, Marjorie, we got a problem. When I explained it to her, Marjorie started crying.
These defenders argue that his achievements and charitable contributions should not be overshadowed by these allegations, claiming that his track record of success should stand as a testament to his character. Yet, in stark contrast, a vocal group of critics is demanding a full, transparent investigation into the claims. They argue that no amount of fame, fortune, or charity work should grant anyone a free pass when it comes to ethical behavior, especially when accusations of manipulation and exploitation are at stake. The involvement of high-profile figures like Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, and Steve Harvey has only amplified the controversy, with many now speculating on how these celebrities, whose names have been dragged into the scandal, will respond. Will they publicly distance themselves from Diddy, or remain silent, hoping the storm will pass? With their personal and professional reputations now tied to the scandal, all eyes are on them as the public eagerly anticipates their next move.
Special housing unit is a 24-hour lockdown unit, which means that any movement within that unit is controlled and coordinated, and no inmate moves outside of his cell without being in full restraints, to include leg irons, handcuffs, a belly chain, and at least 2, if not 3 staff members escorting them.
This controversy has already begun to reshape the narrative around Hollywood's most influential stars, forcing everyone involved to confront uncomfortable questions about power, ethics, and accountability. Hollywood's power dynamics. This controversy has cast a glaring spotlight on the deeply entrenched power dynamics that govern Hollywood and the entertainment industry at large.
The government is going to mandate that they are responsible for your well-being. They have to ensure the safety of your well-being.
It raises critical questions. How do individuals like Diddy amass such unprecedented levels of influence and control over not just careers, but the very fabric of the industry? What systems, if any, are in place to hold them accountable when their actions cross ethical boundaries? For decades, Hollywood has faced harsh criticism for its opacity and its tendency to protect powerful figures, often at the expense of those who dare to speak out or challenge the status quo. The allegations against Diddy...
The Diddy situation where he jumps on a private jet, they say yesterday, and is on his way to the Cape Verde Islands,
are not merely a reflection of one man's purported misconduct. They represent a much broader commentary on the systemic issues that have plagued the entertainment world for years. They underscore the way in which power, fame, and wealth have often been used to silence victims, to cover up unethical behavior, and to perpetuate a cycle of exploitation that many feel has been allowed to persist unchecked for far too long. At the heart of these claims is a pressing need for greater oversight and accountability in an industry that has long been governed by its own set of rules.
That's not the issue. The issue is, it seems as though he wants to kind of like exert power and dominance over people who don't really want it.
Rules that seem to favor the powerful while leaving others vulnerable. This scandal highlights the critical importance of whistleblowers who, often at great personal risk, step forward to expose the darker corners of the industry. Their courage serves as a reminder that the fight for justice is not just about holding individuals accountable, but also about dismantling the systems that allow such behavior to flourish unchecked. As the entertainment industry continues to confront its own internal struggles, Diddy's case could very well serve as a pivotal moment, a turning point in the ongoing battle for transparency, accountability, and a reckoning with the uncomfortable truths that have long been swept under the rug. The real question now is whether this scandal will spark lasting change, or if Hollywood's power structures will once again prove too resilient to be toppled.
So what is next? Is he going to be in jail in this facility until the trial begins? Is there a chance he could, get moved earlier than that?
As of this moment, as of this hour, as of today, yes. But of course, as I mentioned earlier, they're going to be appealing this thing next to the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals to overturn the judge's order here to try and get him actually released.
The bigger picture. The entertainment world has long been plagued by scandal, but this latest expose feels particularly momentous in its implications. It isn't just about one individual's actions. It raises profound ethical questions about the very nature of power, influence, and the blurred lines between professional and personal relationships. What does it mean when power is used to manipulate, control, and exploit? How much of the truth about Hollywood's inner workings has been hidden beneath the polished facade of fame and fortune? And how many more stories remain untold, tucked away in the shadows of this glittering industry, just waiting for a spark to bring them into the light? This controversy also brings with it the unsettling possibility that many more victims might step forward, emboldened by the growing attention and momentum surrounding the case. If this expose gains enough traction, it could open the floodgates for others who have been silenced or too afraid to speak out, victims whose voices have been drowned out by the weight of Hollywood's power structures. The ripple effect of these revelations could have far-reaching consequences, altering the way the public views the industry's most influential figures, and forcing a reckoning long overdue. The involvement of high-profile figures like Ashton Kutcher, Demi, and Steve Harvey adds even more layers of complexity to this already intricate narrative. Each of these individuals has a distinct story, a unique journey through the Hollywood machine, and each will be forced to confront the implications of their connections to Diddy in their own way. The way they choose to address these allegations, whether they speak out in support of Diddy, publicly distance themselves, or remain silent, will not only shape their own careers, but also significantly impact how the public perceives the scandal as a whole. Their responses will be scrutinized, their actions dissected, and their reputations forever linked to this controversy. As the story unfolds, it's clear that this scandal will not just reshape Diddy's legacy, but potentially alter the very landscape of Hollywood itself. What happens next? The fallout from these revelations is likely far from over. With the whistleblower's claims gaining traction, it's only a matter of time before more details emerge. Will additional victims come forward to corroborate the allegations? How will Kutcher, Moore, and Harvey respond to their alleged connections to Diddy? And perhaps most importantly, how will Diddy himself address this mounting scrutiny? In an era where accountability is increasingly demanded, this expose could mark a turning point for the entertainment industry. Whether it leads to legal action, public apologies, or a complete reassessment of Diddy's legacy, the impact of these revelations is undeniable. The entertainment world is watching closely, waiting to see how this story unfolds. Conclusion. The allegations against Sean Diddy Combs have opened a Pandora's box of questions about power, accountability, and the hidden truths behind Hollywood's glittering facade. As the industry continues to grapple with these challenges, one thing is certain: the pursuit of truth and justice remains paramount. If you found this expose insightful and want to stay updated on the latest developments in this story and other Hollywood controversies, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about Diddy's alleged connections to Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, and Steve Harvey? Let's discuss.